What's up guys, this is Sean and today we are at M Oscar off Kuchai Lama. Let's go! Today we begin from the site itself and you can see we are right next to Max Highway. It's a very busy location because it's actually sandwiched between a few signature locations such as Sri Petaling, right? Salak South, Kuchai Lama, Happy Garden, Bukit Jalil, Sungai Besi, and etc. And it's kinda good and bad lah. So the good is this location definitely is verified, where you don't have to worry like where can you go shopping, where can you go buy grocer, where is your kid going to school. All are sorted out in this location. But the bad thing is because it's so popular, there's a lot of cars and traffic. Hence, your building is actually located next to the Max Highway. So now we're going to check out the sales gallery. What you see here, the blue line is actually Max Highway. Then the red line is actually SBE, Sungai Besi Expressway. And then you have the Salak Highway as well. So you are in between all the intersection of highways. That's good. Not only that, you have this train station, which is the Kuchai Lama station, as well as the Taman Naga Emas station. And this station directly connects you to Bandar Malaysia in the future. 3 stations only. Then you can go up to TRX as well. Then back to the area view, right? You can see the surrounding is all very low dense developments where it's basically just high-end bungalows. So the views will be very nice. And that's like 910 units divided by 2 blocks, north and south facing. So that's good. And this is the road that we were at just now. So this is Max Highway, okay? So what I like is that slope. So they will need to slowly, at a gradient, travel upwards into the grand lobby. And something to take note as well, this is actually a hill. And I kind of like this sense of arrival to the site. So you slowly just get away from all the busyness and slowly go up. Next would be their different approach to entrance. You need to drive in to drop off or whatsoever, right, before you reach the guardhouse inside the building. This feels like a hotel-like approach where usually guardhouse you'll see outside, right? But with the current culture of Grab and food deliveries, it's just not convenient for people to wait here. Hence, there's always congestion here. So they even prepared this drawing. This is the entrance after the slope. You come up here, then you can do your drop off, or you can just U-turn. Only you will go into the guardhouse. And every unit in this project will at least have 2 car parks, and the bigger units up to 4. That's very nice. So when you see multi-story car parks, right, one of the main concern is always the ramp. Let's say I stay level 6, right, I need to go to the ramp 6 times though. But I think they resolved it. So if you look into this very long stretch, right, they made it into a ramp. In one ramp I can go up 2 stories. It's somewhat like those hypermarket typologies lah. And after you drop off, right, this will be the grand lobby. This feels nothing like their usual approach. It feels so atas. Next would be the 2.7 acres. Oh, don't know how many football fields is that. A lot actually. Instead of just focusing on units that look out, right, sometimes people don't really like the inward facing units. Hence, they will dress up the facility deck like this one. So a few unique features is this co-working space because of the current culture that we are all working from home, right? And you can actually rent the meeting room from the management office. Then you have the play area where you have your gourmet kitchen where everybody can just come and dine in. You also have your games room and the KTV room on this side. Then coming over, we'll have the gym where it's facing the water feature, something like a waterfall here. And then you have your multi-purpose hall. Wow. And if you're a guy who likes jogging, there's like a path that is around 700 over meters, right, around this track itself, all circulating this main centerpiece, which is the amphitheater, the Oscar stage, and the 50 meters Olympic size swimming pool. And you can see the interplay between the density of landscape. Here very dense, here very dense. And I'm very excited to see like what's going to be like if I'm actually walking on this LED pathway in the night. It's going to be so romantic. Again, walking through the trees and water features and all. Woohoo! So just to break down the entire first impression, right, there's going to be 3 concepts. One is the canyon, where that sense of arrival after the hill, you will need to go into the canyon, and there's this feature light at the facade to further accentuate that effect. And how you get to your car park, you have the speed ramp, so that further cuts down the traveling time of the ramp. And then when you reach your unit, the concept of stars comes to play. You have that walk accompanied by the LED lights. And I can see there's a lot of effort being poured into the facility. That way you can see there's a lot of streams, and the organic forms of the pathways actually lead how you walk in the site. In the tower, there's like 15 units altogether, around 8 units in one wing, and it's served by 4 lifts. In one wing you have your own security door, and the other one you have your own security door. Most likely the rubbish chute is going to be here. And they have this centralized rubbish chute system, right? That is very innovative. The rubbish on the floor plate is transferred into a centralized area. That is a lot of cleanings and maintenance. We're going to check out type BE 895 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Every unit in this project will have their very own balcony. That's nice. So on the left, you will have your kitchen and you will have your yard here. After that, you will have your dining, your living here facing your balcony. So at the side, you have 3 bedrooms. So it's a very direct layout altogether. Coming into the unit, there will be a shoe cabinet at your foyer area, and this will be the entrance. You come to the shoe unit, right? Be mindful that this is actually a wall. Coming in, you will have your kitchen tucked on the left. So of course, all these ideas are for reference, and do make sure and do check with the salesperson on what is provided in the unit. Also find out their easy to own campaign. It's very, very interesting. Then from the kitchen, you will have your yard here, and that's the wall line, and this is where you can do your washing. I always like a proper area to do laundry. After the kitchen, you will have your living, right? Then your dining, and at the edge you will have your balcony overlooking to the site that you prefer lah. Okay, going into this corridor, so this will be a wall here. This will be the common shared bathroom, and let's check the specs. Eco Next, I think this will be Eco Next as well. Then you have a window for ventilation. That's nice. And you have all these compartments. So most likely all these tile finishes will look exactly the same. And they do specify there's a drop. I like that. This will be another room. A double-sized bed, just nice to accommodate 2 bedside tables. And there's a window as well. It's not a huge one. And in this room, you can also have your own wardrobe space at the side. And there will be a door here on the opposite. Then you'll be your kids room or your study area. So based on the location, the overall concept of the facilities and the interior design is really catering for own stay, like young families. Immediately you will feel that this site is isolated, it's not directly connected to anything. All this kind of reminds me of why I bought my property lah. So as a home, right, I want to be close to action, where Kuchai Lama is here, Bukit Jalil is here, Salat Sao is here, Sri Petaling is here, right? But I'm still away. So this is kind of like the sweet spot, plus it's elevated from the ground, and you add that with 40 stories, right? Whew. Last of all, open here, this will be your principal bedroom. You have your queen size bed, a lot of space in the side, and you have this window panel. Again, it's not full height, I think it's still fine, and that leads to the principal bathroom. So you can really feel as well in the shoe unit, although it's for reference, right? Sometimes it really lets you experience or somewhat have a glimpse of the overall common areas treatments that they're going to do. I always like all this top, right, solid surface. You have Eco Next as well. So that's all for the sales gallery. Now they are going for per square feet around 650 per square feet. But one thing to take note lah, it's one of the lowest density massing project I've ever seen. This is like a statement to be made. I feel like the entire focus on the facility deck and the concept, there's a lot of innovative features about it. So I think let's go to Sri Petaling as well as Kuchai Lama to take a look at the site, just to let you feel the vibe. Okay guys, so now we are in Sri Petaling main commercial center, and mainly at this area, all are F&Bs actually. So you have the noodle store, the bakeries, the pharmacies, the clinics, the banks. So any commercial needs you have to resolve, this is the location to come. You can see the never-ending cars and the never enough car parks. So just to feel a little bit of the traffic condition during CMCO time in Sri Petaling, it's just full of action. traffic jam everywhere and no car parks, and all shops seems like normal already lah. This is really like 10 minutes drive from M or Sky itself. So whatever you need, this side also can. You want to go to the other side where we are going right now, Kuchai Lama, also can. Let's go. Unfortunately, it's starting to rain, and just nice we're in Kuchai Lama, and there's a lot of cafes that we can stop by. Okay, so this feels very alike street pedaling, right? Where it's a commercial focus area. There's going to be offices on the higher floors. Here on the bottom is all retail. A lot of F&B outlets, like cafes, like restaurants, steamboats and stuff like that. And this is on the other side of M or Sky. Basically what this means, right? This area is really rarefied and proven to be heavily populated. So I think that's all. It's now time for Sean take 3 on 3. 3 things I really like. Number 1 would be the innovative approach to this project. Like for example, the canyon concept is when you go into a property without going through the guardhouse, then you have this statement to really celebrate and welcome you into the project. Then you have the speed ramp above to actually reduce the number of times you need to go through the ramp. Then you have the Star Walk, the emphasis of living in the facility deck, right? And the facility deck is so big, oh my god. And then the design is really emphasized again, where you have several islands, the stream of lights, then you have all these landscape features. Not only the hardware, even the software like the Marsing app, where after the keys are handed over, you will need to log into this app where you book your facilities and stuff like that. Usually projects will use third-party one, but they develop one themselves. And you have the centralized rubbish chute, so you don't have to really get people to maintain every floor, pushing the rubbish in front of your corridor. All these, right, in one single project. So it's as if they are trying to make a statement. Number 2 is the location in between Kuchai Lama, in between Salak South, Bukit Jalil, Sri Petaling, Sungai Besi. This is a very established location. Connectivity, needless to say already, is very sophisticated. Last of all would be the topography of the project, where it's on a higher level. That clears up a lot of view. But to begin with, the existing view surrounding, right, it's all unblocked already. Just imagine if you're living up there, right, you got to enjoy the TRX view or the Sri Petaling view. That's very, very nice. Okay, 3 things I don't like. Number 1 is the need to always drive out unless you grab lah. So this is a very personal preference. As you guys know in the vlog, right, I would personally like downstairs to have some commercial support, like my grocer, I want to get a haircut, I want to grab coffee or whatsoever, but that's me. So if you're a person who really enjoys privacy, no commercial activities at all, then this will be your project lah. Number 2 would be the access, that one-way access underneath Max Highway lah. So if I miss something, for example, I forgot something, I will need to make a big turn, and that Kuchai Lama junction, it's always congested. Last of all would be the neighboring Max highways. Being close to the highway I think is good, but on the facility deck on level 7, right, so when you are chilling, I hope the water sound that is created by the facilities can somewhat mask the noise from the traffic, because noise actually elevates upwards. So I think that's all for this project. Do I like it? As a home, I'm pretty okay with it, because this connectivity and these adjacent developments, right, it's just very, very convenient for a family to start lah. And I like the fact that it's within reach, but it's not really connected to it. So you still enjoy that privacy with all the new innovative approach. After all, it's managed by the guy that I learned marketing from. Right, so shout out to him and the team for showing me this. And if you really like this episode, like it, share it, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.